as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that shit? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The open man here, Renfro, finding room at midfield. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Ryan. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Here's Ryan. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or...
He's got a man, complete! And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and goal, Ryan. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. 21. Now Ryan on 1st down. Wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
A give for Taylor running right side.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
To throw forward is Ryan. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 39. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take that. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action now. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, it's Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
You're mine.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr.
He's got Renfro on the out route.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 41, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. Some logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 7-yard line. 7:34.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First and goal, the 6-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing his car. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second down, another run with Taylor. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Pass complete. It's Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And some space here. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 36, Raiders 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.